Welcome. What's going on everybody, man? How's everybody doing? This is Top Flight TV. I am Mr. Top Flight Films. Hope everybody's doing well on this good Wednesday evening, afternoon. We're gonna chop it up real quick, man. I got a little bit of time. I'm gonna take it slow. Please feel free to leave a comment. Um, please be respectful. You dig? Big Meech. We're gonna get right to it. As you all know, it's been an ongoing situation, man. This super duper kingpin, right? The super duper kingpin that everybody is so obsessed with and has been obsessed with for some time. We all have been allured by BMF and Big Meech, right? For a long time, we've chimed in, we've sung the Rick Ross song, we looked at the Smack DVDs, we had a certain reverence for BMF and Big Meech to some extent. As I got older, I started to realize how lame Big Meech is. All right, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break it down. Just follow me. After I break it down, I want you to go look at the clips, the new clips. I want you to watch this, man. After I give my opinion, I'm not trying to sway anybody's opinion of Big Meech. It's just not how we do. But I want you to look at who Big Meech was supposed to be. And then I want you to look at this man, who he's being shown to be now. And I'm not totally trying to denigrate Big Meech. That's just not what I do. I don't get on here to try to denigrate other men. This is more of a learning lesson, an example for everybody, especially for the culture. This is a lesson on how to move and how not to move. You understand? No matter what you do in life, man, it's a certain way to move. I might not move perfectly all the time, but at the end of the day, it's certain things you do, certain things you don't do. Now, fast forward, 50, Big Meech are in a battle. They got some sort of beef going on. I reported last year, a year and a half ago, about this allegation on Big Meech. I told y'all a year and a half ago. I'm not taking credit for that. That's Blue Da Vinci. He takes the credit for that. He has exposed this whole scheme that Big Meech cooperated via third party. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not true. I'll give my opinion on what I think in a minute. But I told y'all a year and a half ago about what Blue Da Vinci said. And he said Big Meech tried to cooperate to get a time cut. When I reported it, nobody wanted to hear it. People used the word like, you're hating, right? They didn't believe it, but now 50 Cent exposes it. 50 Cent is saying these same things. The difference is, see, y'all didn't believe Dion Cuffy Gatlin. Y'all didn't believe him. The guy that's in jail that was set up by Big Meech. I didn't want to take his word for it, but you'll take 50 Cent's word for it. Cool, no problem. Some people are still skeptical. You understand? Now, 50 Cent, the thing that he has Tammy Cowens. You dig? Tammy Cowens is the federal informant. Okay? Let me get somebody out of here real quick. Somebody just has low self-esteem, so they gotta come up in here and talk crazy. I know you got low self-esteem, so you gotta come in here and talk crazy. Dark Shadow Legend, what it do? I don't really want to do the comments right now because I'm gonna get sidetracked. But anyway, so 50 Cent had to show BMF. He took Little Meech, right? Made him a superstar. Put Little Meech in acting classes. Gave them a series. You understand? And Big Meech comes home. Big Meech comes home and messes everything up for his little man and himself. Messed everything all up. From what they're saying, there is no more BMF series on Stars. This is what 50's saying. And that's why I'm here. I'm here because Big Meech got home and started moving like a bozo. That's why I'm here. You understand? I want to say that. I want to put that on record. And I seen a couple other people have the same opinion that I have. But it's crazy because like minds think alike. But when we saw Big Meech and Rick Ross standing together, I said, this nigga's a bozo. I text my man 6 months ago. I said, dog, Big Meech is a bozo. While the world is in awe over this cat, as I look back in hindsight, this dude had to be one of the dumbest drug dealers in the history of drug dealing. And I'm going to tell you why. In the height of his career, moving thousands and thousands of bricks, tons of cocaine, this guy decides to go on DVDs to showcase his lifestyle and tell everybody what he's doing. He told everybody, we got all this money. We are a crew. You'll never see us. You'll never see anything like this. They tried to do the music thing. The music thing did not pop off. Shout out to Blue Da Vinci. Okay, I have a, I don't want to say I have a relationship, but I've worked with Blue Da Vinci before. You dig? Shout out to him. But back, if you look at that Smack DVD, I'm looking at it with an older, mature mind. Back in the day, I still looked at it like, why is this dude telling us that he's a drug dealer on tape? Why is he telling us this? So fast forward, he gets home and he does the same shit again. He goes on tape running his damn mouth. He goes on tape with Rick Ross. Well, first he came home and he had to show off. He got the teeth. He got the chain. He looked mad thirsty. He looked mad thirsty, dog. And he's looking like he's supposed to get all his praise. And of course, the culture, right? If that's what you want to call it, a piece of the culture celebrated him. Sexy Red said, hey, I'll do a show for you for free. I'm trying to perform for Big Meech. It was some sort of celebration in the air. And Big Meech came home like somebody who had just came from a war and fought for his country or something. But no, this nigga's so dope. You understand? So he's coming home entitled. And I'm sitting back watching. I'm like, I'm gonna see what kind of moves this nigga make. Is he gonna make a statement to rebuke the lifestyle that he lived? That's what I really wanted to see. Is he gonna tell the youth, man, look, I'm Big Meech. I did wrong. I paid for it. Don't do and be like I was. He didn't do that. There was no redemption. It was just this big air of, yeah, I'm the biggest dope boy. I'm home now. So in the video with Rick Ross, he says it like 2 or 3 times. I'm back. Go look at the tape. He looks so fucking stupid. He, it looked. See, when we think of Big Meech, even looking back at the videos from back in the day, we thought he was a grand figure. He was a bigger figure. You know what I'm saying? When he got home and he got on that tape with Ross, he looked very small. I'm back. I'm back. What do you mean you're back? You're back doing what? Number one, you're in the halfway house. What do you mean you're back? Are you back? Are you back selling dope? What are you doing? He just looked real thirsty to get the praise. See, all he had to do was sit back. All he had to do was sit back and be Big Meech and be smart and capitalize off his name. Cool, you don't want to rebuke your old lifestyle, no problem. But this guy wanted to take it a step further and jump in front of the camera again. What happens? 50 Cent sees the video of Big Meech standing with his enemy. We all know how 50 gets, and I understand 50. Let me tell you. Let's talk about this because this has been a very prominent conversation online. Is 50 Cent wrong for feeling the way he feels? Let's talk about that for 1 second. I agree. I agree with how 50 moves. I'm the same way. Because if I see you standing with somebody that doesn't fuck with me and I don't fuck with them, now I'm looking at you sideways like maybe you have some animosity towards me or you don't have a lot of respect for me. You understand? I get both sides. It is a business, yes. You want to make business moves, yes. But at first, you come to me. You supposed to say, dog, look here. Rick Ross has a bag. What do you think we should do about this? How do you think we should go about? How do you think I should go about this? Should I take this bag? You look. 50 Cent said he put up 5 million for Big Meech. Put 5 million in his family's pocket. 5 million. Yes, he owed him some loyalty. He should have went to 50 like, hey man, 50, listen, man. Listen, Rick Ross is offering me some money for a show. What you think about this? And then get 50's input and then take it from there. But no, Big Meech, he wanted that limelight. He wanted to be on the big stage. That's what got him 30 years in the federal penitentiary. He wanted to be on the big stage. He hasn't learned his lesson. Now the worst part is you had your son, you had his career looking real bright, right? Now, not only did you mess up your bag, but you messed up your son's bag. And you messed up his relationship with somebody that was mentoring him essentially and putting him in position. All because you wanted to look like the big dude, right? Big Meech wanted to look like that guy. Remember, he's back. He said, I'm back. I'm back. Big Meech is a bozo, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Look. Again, I'm not here to totally denigrate that man. This is a learning lesson. This is about perspective. I'm hoping some young cat can tap into this and say, you know what? That that shit is no man, I can't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Business is business. Big Meat should have came home and laid low. Made strategic moves. I understand. This is the kicker right here. Big Meech left Freedom in 2006, somewhere around there. He had millions at his disposal. He is used to having everything and anything he wants. I get it. So you come home and you really don't have the bag that you had. While you're in federal prison, you're itching to get back to the bag. You're itching to get back to the bag. And guess what? The bag was there, homie. The bag was right there for you. But you gotta take things one step at a time. You gotta take it one step at a time. You cannot go stand with somebody who put your family in position. You can't go stand with their enemies, right? Because you want to be on stage and have the ladies around, and you want to feel that feeling, and you want to get. What did Ross? I wonder what Ross paid him. Ross probably had a mill on the table for him. He probably had $1 million on the table for him for this show. Now they're saying the artists are backing out the show. They said Skilla Baby backed out. They said Lil Baby backed out. And Ross is brilliant. Shout out to Ross. He's brilliant. He played Big Meech like a chess pawn because I'm sure Ross probably knows that Big Meech cooperated. You dig? I'm sure Ross probably knows that Big Meech cooperated. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna play Big Meech like a dummy. We're gonna get under 50 Cent skin. I'm gonna take BMF and I'm gonna capitalize off of it. 50 Cent warmed BMF up. He kept BMF warm. He kept it hot. Now, Ross came and snatched up that momentum and said, I'm about to get a bag off of this. And Meech fell for the trap. Fell for the trap. Now they got Tammy Cowens. Listen here, y'all. Listen, because I see they doing damage control. Big Meech and his camp are doing damage control right now. They are putting out different things. Al Prophet, Cavario. They're trying to throw some things in there, and they doing a good job. But let me say this. 50 Cent is right next to Tammy Cowens, which is the federal informant on the case. 50 says Tammy Cowens has text messages, recorded phone calls. But let me back up. Big Meech came out with a statement and he looked pitiful. It made him look even more pitiful. It looked like they wheeled Big Meech out there and said, Meech, you gotta tell him you didn't tell. I'm sure Ross put him up to that. They had Big Meech go on video and say, yeah, I never folded. This is for my family and friends. I never folded. I never will. Death before dishonor. He didn't look convincing. Were any of you guys convinced by Big Meech's rebuttal? I wasn't convinced, dog. It, listen, if somebody accuses you of telling, let me tell you what I would do. All right, this is what I would do. If somebody accused me of telling, take Cuffy for instance. He didn't even address Cuffy. There should have been more of an explanation. See, the thing is, it looked like he was forced. It looks like he was forced to make that statement. It looked very forced. But what he should have done was he should have broke the situation down as much as he can. I know he can't talk too much about it because he's still in the halfway house. But there was other things that he should have said and he could have said. But before that, he wasn't even addressing it. He didn't even put a post up and say, I never told, I didn't do that, I didn't do that. So when they forced him to make this statement, it just looked very forced. It looked very contrived. And it looked like he didn't want to be there. He didn't want to say anything. And it looked like they're trying to save the show. They essentially did a commercial for the show. And the commercial consisted of, hey, y'all, I didn't tell. I never would tell. And now 50 is coming out saying, listen here, man, we have the evidence. And guess what, man? I like this. I like the way this is going on. The reason why I like this is because we got to get rid of all of the degenerate stuff. Not all, because nobody's going to be perfect. No culture is perfect. But we need to start cleaning up the community. I'm sorry to be the grown man, the old man in the room, but it's time for us to start cleaning up the community, man. And for a big symbol like Big Meech to come home and turn out to be a cooperator, this is great. This is great. I love it. I love it. It shows the kids that these niggas are not who they are hyped up to be. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen the tough guy on the block go tell. I've seen it. I've seen people that I looked up tell on me. I've saw it. And I had to learn the hard way. And I want other people not to have to learn the hard way. You dig? So where this will go, it looks like it's going to be, I think 50 Cent is going to put this all in some sort of show or series. Now, this is going to be epic. We just saw Drake get demolished on mainstream TV. I think what's going to happen next is, this is my prediction. What's going to happen next is we're going to see the first movie or series documentary, a mainstream documentary of a kingpin that told. I think that's what we're going to see, y'all. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Big Meech didn't come home and denounce drug dealing. He didn't come home and address the youth. He fed right into the bullshit, dog. You dig? And as a grown man, I don't respect that. I don't respect that. It's not cool. I know it's a lot of older niggas that think they just too damn cool. They can't muster the words to come up and be grown men. But I'm a grown man. I got kids. You understand? I got family. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, man, um, it's far overdue, man. We've been at the bottom for too long, and we've celebrated bullshit for too long. You dig? It's all right to have fun. It's all right to, it is what it is. The streets got to eat. I understand that. You understand? But it's gotten way out of hand, especially when we're celebrating these things. You dig? If you got to do what you got to do out of necessity, I respect that. You got to do what you got to do out of necessity. Only you know if that's a necessity or not. Only you know if you can't put that down and go get yourself a job and a career. I know it's not going to pay a whole lot. I get it. I get it. I struggle with the same thing, not in an illegal fashion, but sometimes I struggle with, my career because, yeah, I could have a safe, secure job and work 40 to 60 hours a week, right? But I won't have the same freedom. You dig? So I get it. I totally understand. But I understand how things work. But my thing is, when did we start celebrating this on such a massive scale to where as though we having a show for a nigga and then the nigga turned out to be a fucking rat? When, dog? You dig? So this is gonna be very interesting. I want to see who doesn't show up to that show. I want to see who's not going. You dig? I want to see who backs out. I think Lil Baby, because some people got their whole reputation on the line. Say Little Baby, for instance. He has his reputation online. He backed away from Gunna because Gunna was exposed for cooperating. Now he has to stand on that with everybody. You dig? But don't be like Big Meech, kids, in any way, form, or fashion. Dude does not seem honorable whatsoever. He seems like a bozo to me. He doesn't even know the basics on how you should move out here. He looks mad thirsty. He looks very thirsty for the limelight and to be on the scene and all that good shit, man. And I'm sure his son is disappointed with him. Another thing I wanted to touch on. This is another telltale tale that he more than likely cooperated. Why would your son? Why would Big Meech's son contact 50 and basically beg him? He basically begged 50. Damn, 50, why would you do this to me, dog? I'll give you my shirt off my back. Damn, dog, like, I thought we was family, dog. You acting like we enemies. Why would he talk to somebody in that manner that called his dad a rat? Does Little Meech already know? I think Little Meech already knows that his dad cooperated. I think he already knows because if you call my dad a rat, I'm not hopping on the phone. I don't care what money is at stake. I'm gonna hop on the phone with you and I'm gonna call you a bitch ass nigga. Okay, that's what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be no polite words. Yes, baby. I'm about to cook dinner too. Go and get an orange. Okay. We got the trolls in here. Hey Nick, how about this? How about I get you out of here, chump? Yeah, man. So we're gonna watch. We're gonna see how things unfold. What else we got? What else we got going on? Kendrick. The saga continues, man. Everybody's still talking about Kendrick. Did you guys see Joe Budden's? Jers, what you got? What you get out of there? I'm about to cook dinner in a minute. Did you see Joe Budden call Drake a corpse? Now let's talk about Drake for a second, man. I heard a snippet. Thank you, baby. I heard a snippet, right, of the new Drake and Party song, and it sounds good. It sounds very good. But the thing is, Drake sued his label, man. Drake sued UMG. Now, UMG is basically the people that made Drake Drake. You understand? Not Nick. Okay, there we go. Let me get him out of here real quick. Drake is UMG are the people that made Drake who he is today. So no matter what he does, he's gonna have a hard time trying to get back to where he was. There are only two other distribution groups that I believe are able, what do you say? You're welcome. That are able to put Drake back in the light the way he was. But UMG is not going to go out without a fight. Drake is getting so much sympathy out here. It's a lot of grown men out here really upset that Drake got spanked like that. All right, man. Nick, this guy has so many accounts. It's grown men out here trying to give Drake a participation trophy. I saw somebody post earlier. They said, they both win. No, they both didn't win. What kind of 2025 shit is this? They did not both win. Okay, Drake lost horribly. And we have to say these things. We can't give participation trophies, dog. Like, this is hip hop, man. We have to let it be known that that man, he stepped up. He begged Kendrick to drop. Kendrick dropped on his head, and he hasn't stopped. The rain hasn't stopped, dog. I'm talking about 5 Grammys, dog. I'm talking about Super Bowl performance. You dig? Who is this? This is damn. Nick has like 100 damn channels. You dig? Um. So I don't care what Drake comes back with. Nothing's gonna take away the fact that he got stomped out, right? Not physically, and then he sued. Nothing's gonna take away that fact. I don't care how much I like the songs. I don't care how much they try to, you know, give him a great PR campaign. You did, because you know this is what it's all about. It's all about smoke and mirrors, man. They're gonna try to give him a great PR campaign and make him the boy again. They're gonna try. They're gonna attempt. I don't care what happens. You know, the reality is, dude, he got slaughtered, and then he sued, and then he did a lot of other weird shit after that. Dude, he was on tour in Australia. He pops out in a hoodie with bullet holes in it and smoke coming from it. I don't know who was on the OVO team, but they gotta sit him down and talk to him. He should have went black. He should have just went dark and then popped back out. That's what he should have did, man. If I was him, I'd have just went all the way away. Or I'd have came out and I'd have congratulated Kendrick. That would have been the best move for Drake. To come out and say, Kendrick, you got it, homie. And then move on. It'd have made him look stronger. It wouldn't have made him look like a sore loser, because he looks like a we're past sore loser at this point. You dig? Serena Williams. I can't, for the life of me, I can't understand why people are going in on Serena Williams. I'm not a Serena Williams fan or nothing like that. I'm just trying to figure out, people keep using the Serena crip walking thing, and they trying to make points about it. And it's like the hate is so real. They're trying to pick things apart. They're trying to find it. Reaching. This is what you call reaching. Listen, at the beginning of the battle, at the beginning of the battle, at the beginning of my son loud as shit on that game. Bruh, stop yelling, man. At the beginning of the battle, man, everybody's like, Drake is gonna beat him. Drake beat him. Drake is up. Now it's 6 months later, and people are talking about Serena crip walking. Like, people keep moving the goalpost. You dig? What are we moving the goalpost to, man? Why are we talking about Serena? She came out and crip walked for 15 seconds. And it's a topic all over the internet. You dig? I don't understand. I don't get it. Sore losers. Drake's people are sore losers as well. Everybody's mad and angry. They want to brush Drake off and pat him on the ass. Nah, they should have told him to pipe down, right? In the beginning of the battle, they should have said, man, pipe down, dog. Kendrick, you lost. Just leave it alone. You dig? But yeah, I do want to hit a Party and Drake album. You know what I'm saying? Look, we never said Drake, his music wasn't dope, or he can produce good music. Drake just got a little too out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Drake, he got to the point to where though, he didn't speak up on black issues. You know what I'm saying? All he did was contribute to the degeneracy. After a while, all Drake did was contribute to the degeneracy of the culture. Listen, you gotta have some sort of balance. If you're gonna be ratchet, cool. If you're gonna talk about sliding and spinning, and you're gonna be the tough guy, and you the pretty boy with the gangsters, cool. But it gotta be some balance there. You can't go from the grassy to the singing guy, the cool school guy that sings and raps, and then next thing you know, you're the cool goon type of cat that can hang with the homies, and you talking about putting hits out on people. You talking about how tough you are and what you'll have done to somebody. Not, and then you hanging out with Sexy Red. You encouraging the little girls to do degenerate behavior, and you just can't do it. And you're not speaking up for the culture. You're not bringing nothing of substance. We don't hear you saying nothing about the culture. You dig? We haven't heard you speak on no injustices, not one. I had a cat arguing like, man, they trying to tear Drake down. They trying to tear another black man down. What? Drake? Come on, man. Like, we've had so many injustices and people getting killed and people dying. Drake didn't say a word. But what he did tell you was, he came out with Sexy Red, and they did their little ratchet ghetto bullshit. You dig? So Drake had to get spanked, man. Kendrick, his whole point was, listen, man, you're no good for the culture at this point. You know what I'm saying? Go back to singing. Go back to singing and doing your innocent thing. And that's what Drake needs to do, man. Because let me tell you what happened, though, in my opinion. What happened was, as time went on, Drake came in with Kanye, Eminem, Lil Wayne, of Rick Ross, other artists. This is when Drake was getting big. He had other people to compete with. As time went on, rap got so different, and I love a lot of the different eras. I love Lil Uzi Vert. I love a lot of this other stuff. I love Playboy Cardi. But what happened was Drake looked so big and so great because rap got really different. It changed. You understand? It wasn't Kanye, Jay-Z, Eminem, etc., etc. Now you just got Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. You understand? So what happened was everybody pretty much fell back, and Drake had this monstrous run. You understand? And to me, in my opinion, it got to his head, and he started doing whatever he wanted to do out here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you ever know, like, in your neighborhood, man, I can attribute this to myself, man. Like, I was a humble cat in my neighborhood. I was very humble, and I had older guys over me, and they were more aggressive. They were more involved and active. I've always been active to a certain degree, but when they start going to jail, now I start feeling like the big homie. You know what I'm saying? When there's nobody else around, who everybody's looking to me now. You see what I'm saying? So I can understand that, and I had to reel my shit in. You know what I'm saying? I had to reel my shit in, man. When you're the big guy on the block, man. When you're a big fish in a small pond. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Drake got a little too big for his britches. Kendrick had to come smack him up. He did it in a legendary fashion. We'll never see this again. We will never see ass whooping like we've seen since May. I've been going back, making people eat their words, man. I've been scrolling all the way back to May. Everybody that was talking crazy, man. Hey, 5 Grammys, Super Bowl, like, what's up? Where we at? And a lot of people still in denial. They just keep moving the goalpost and reaching, but at the end of the day, man, Kendrick not only came out there and dissed Drake, but he gave us something worth for watching. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for everybody. I'm not mad when people say they didn't enjoy it. People have their own, they have a right not to enjoy something. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. You dig? Like, that's cool. I enjoyed it. I wasn't listening. That's where people went wrong. They were watching it and listening to it, hoping other people enjoyed it. I wanted to enjoy it for myself. I'm sitting down with my girl and my kids. We're watching it. We're going crazy in here. We enjoyed it. I'm not thinking about the people in the stands, dog. I'm not thinking about the crowd or these people over there. I wasn't thinking about them. Do I enjoy it or not? That's the question. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a I said it on my last video. It's a black renaissance going on. It's a black American renaissance going on. We're living in a time where people are protesting in the streets with flags from other countries. We're living in a time where we are protesting in the streets, not we, but people are protesting in the streets with flags from other countries. Whatever. I just want to know, how much sense does that make? People are over here, they say they don't want to go back to their country, but they're waving flags from that country. So Kendrick comes out with the red, white, and blue. And did Sonic Boom, what it do, brother? BG Newman, what it do? Did y'all see the dude with the palace, with the Gaza flag, the Sudan guy? Did you see dude from New Orleans that ran around with the flag? I gotta figure out what flag. I think it was a Sudan. He had a flag of some sort that said Sudan, Gaza, or something. And we've seen this cat. He's a Young Money dude. He's from Young Money, or he used to be with Young Money. He used to be an activist, or so he used to be like a street activist back in the day. This dude, in the middle of Kendrick's performance, he decides to pull a big flag out of his pocket and basically go streaking. Not He didn't take his clothes off, but he went running around with the flag like this. Man, that pissed me off. I was pissed, dog. It really pissed me off. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why that pissed me off. Number one, we as foundational black America, we don't have nothing to do with Gaza or none of that shit over there. We have nothing to do with that. Why would you try to interrupt this brother, Kendrick Lamar, from presenting and putting forth his message of black American excellence? Why would you try to interrupt that with this cause from that's centralized in Gaza and all this stuff? Like, really? They allowed you. I heard them speak on it. They said, yeah, they let me come and be a part of the show. Why would you disrespect them? Hey, Terrence, I'm on live, homie. Why would you disrespect them after they allowed you to come be a part of the show and disrupt that man's show like that? Especially over another cause. And that's black people's problem. Let me tell you what our problem is. We always want, I ain't gonna say we, certain people always want to fight for other causes and shit. And we don't even have our shit all the way together yet. You dig? Let's do our thing first, and then we can focus and help others once again. But dude was a cornball for that, man. He was super duper corny for pulling that stunt at the Super Bowl. You dig? I meant to go comment on his IG, because that's what I'll do. I'll go comment, and I want to start the discussion. I want to put it out there. But I'll be respectful. I'm not about talking tough online. I'll be very respectful. But I want to know, because, like, were you sent? Are you some sort of agent or something? Like, what the hell would you do that for? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But nevertheless, man, Super Bowl, Kendrick, Big Meech, BMF. It was something else I wanted to talk about too. Any questions and answers, man? Any questions, man? Put it in the comments. I'll answer them. Any topics you want me to touch on, I'll touch on it. Cause I got a little bit of time. Yeah, Puffy. Oh, Kanye. We gotta talk about Kanye, dog. Let's talk about Kanye real quick. It's so much going on. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. Oh, my man, the Heartbreak Kid. He's right on time. So much has happened in the past 2 weeks. Kanye, let's talk about Kanye, dog. Kanye West, right? I was happy when I saw that he regained his status as a billionaire. I was very happy to see that, right? I was super happy. And I started to see him do his little thing, his talking. He went to the Grammys. He had his girl with the little dress. Shawty was looking good. I ain't gonna hold you. I liked it. That was nice. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. It was a bold statement. You know what I mean? But we saw that cool. He started doing these rants, and then he said so much. I can't cover everything he said, but some things that I did note is he said free Puff. He said free Puff Daddy, and I like the fact that he did that. He said the industry are some PUSSYs, and I agree. I agree. Nobody spoke up for Puff in any sort of way. You dig? And I agree that somebody should have spoke up for him. But the thing is, that contradicts with all the people. Because when Puff got locked up, everybody was like, yeah, Kanye even told us he's a Fed. Remember Kanye said Puffy was a Fed? Now that just contradicted the whole thing. Then Kanye decides to go at Kendrick. And he started talking crazy about Kendrick Lamar. Then Kanye, he comes out with a shirt with a swastika on it, and he puts it on his site for sale. He's selling shirts with a swastika, and you know, at this point, it's like nobody's really moved. Nobody's really in shock. It really didn't hit the way he thought it was going to hit. It just got his ass kicked off a line, and nobody really reacted to it for real. You dig? Um, he is he's under litigation now. A former employee has sued Kanye. A Jewish employee, a former Jewish employee has sued Kanye because Kanye apparently, allegedly, was talking that Hitler stuff to this individual when they were working together. Something to the effect of, I'm the new Adolf Hitler, you work for Hitler, things of that nature. Do you understand how bad it's going to be if they win that lawsuit? At this point, does he want them to take the money? At this point, does Kanye want the people to take his money? Because he regained his money and now he just did the whole shit over again. At this point, it looks like Kanye does not want his money. And for all the Kanye stands that think he's so deep and that think that he cares about you or any of his people, if he wants to give all this money away, why doesn't he just build something for the community? Why doesn't he just build something or give the money to somebody that's going to build something? You understand? Instead of just getting a bunch of lawsuits so people can take the money. You know, it's a saying called put your money where your mouth is. You dig? And he hasn't done that yet. How is making a t-shirt with a swastika on it going to benefit the people? The Heartbreak Kid said Kanye looking for attention in the wrong places. Man, come on, dog. Like, do you understand? They are going to come for him. Let me say this. If the small hats are as sinister and as powerful as people say they are, Kanye might come up missing. You dig? Y'all think they're gonna let that go unpunished? I get it. One thing I like from the whole situation, yes. One thing I like from the whole situation is that Kanye is not bound by the powers that be to what we see and what we know. He can move freely and do what he wants. I like that. But if you're not going to do it for a good purpose, then there's no point in doing it. But you're playing with a different group of people now. Okay, you're playing. Okay, cool. We can't. We took your money, right? We snatched your money. We snatched your endorsements. We snatched other things from around you. Oh, you have nothing left that we can take. Oh, we can take your freedom. Or we can take your life. I mean, they running out of options at this point. We could take your freedom, or we could take your life. Which one? So it's very dangerous, a very dangerous situation, a dangerous game that he's playing. Once, there's nothing else to take, you know, they'll send that hit team in. Or they'll send somebody to put something in his drink, man. They've done it before. And I'm not saying the small hats have, I'm just saying the powers that be have taken people out before. Many other times. Kanye's running around here saying anti-Semitic rhetoric. And not only that, he is laughing and joking in their face, saying, "Nah, natty boo boo, you can't do nothing to me." Dude does not value his life, and he doesn't value his freedom, and he doesn't value the money that he's been given. And yes, money is not everything, but listen, as a everyday person, I'm sitting back like, cuz you're fortunate. You dig? You're very fortunate. Okay, we know the world is corrupt. We know there's a lot of corruption out here, but you are blessed to have all this money. Why don't you humble yourself, number one? And then why don't you do something good with the money? You did. You don't want this shit. Give it to us. We'll take it. Start a fund. Send some kids to college or something, dog. Like, don't just sit around running your damn mouth. All he's doing is blowing out hot air. He's not revolutionary. You dig? He's not doing nothing to further anything. All he's doing is blowing hot air and intellectually masturbating. Lucky, lucky. Shout out to you, homie. Yeah. Um, and at the end of the day, man, anybody can be touched. And Kanye can absolutely be touched, man. You dig? I might message Kanye. Look here, Kanye. If you don't want your money, dog, send some of it over here. I'll put it to good use. But they done shut him down. They kicked him off of X, formerly known as Twitter. They snatched his website. That's gone. Um, all because he wanted to sell a shirt with swastikas. This is what he even remade the hoodie that Cassie had on when Puff assaulted her. He remade that hoodie with the same symbol. Like, this doing weird shit, dog. You dig? And a man is entitled to do whatever he wants to do. But it's actually people out here that think Kanye is some sort of scholar or revolutionary or somebody that's going to change the trajectory of the community or do something great. And he's not. He's just not that, man. I know he has an album coming. I think he dropped the whole Christian act. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the Christian thing from him in the least bit because I know Kanye is smarter than that. I'm not trying to diss no Christians or anybody's religion, but Kanye already told us right around Watch the Throne, the imagery in some of the videos, he already told us that he knows about history. He knows about ancient Egypt. He knows about where the history started, where it comes. When you know the history, you know when things started. You know when Christianity started. You know certain things. So Kanye been told us that he knows better. You understand? Let me get this dude up out of here real quick. Some people be bored, dog. But listen, I gotta go get my kids some dinner, man. I gotta go start cooking this shit. Look, I appreciate everybody tapping in. I'm gonna be back at some point. You dig? The Heartbreak Kid says, I don't understand him standing with Diddy because he was dissing him before he got. That's what I just said. I just said that. He called Diddy a fed, right? And I'm not mad that he's standing with Diddy. Cause I never believed that Diddy was a fed. I didn't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's a fed, what is he doing? Like what type of federal activity is he participating in? You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just a little too late, man. I just think that if you gonna speak up, you should have been spoke up. You know what I'm saying? Where you been at? Puff been locked up for 4 or 5 months, dog. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I mean? Um, Puff just sued the the people, the production company that put the documentary out. I like that move. I like that move. Puffy just filed $100 million lawsuit against the production company and the people that put together that Diddy documentary. Because what they did was they accused him of all kind of crazy stuff, touching kids and murder and all this other stuff. They said he did all this, and that's defamation essentially. You dig? So he has a very good case, but I like the fact that he's fighting back, man. They got that boy buried alive. They got a real deal billionaire buried alive, man. And look, whatever he did wrong, lock him up for that. But all this sex trafficking shit, I don't buy it, dog. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. They got Chopper. Y'all know who I like, man? Whose interview I like to watch? Y'all know Chopper from the band? Used to be signed to Puff. Y'all go check that young man out. Go check out Chopper, man. He's very articulate. He knows how to speak. But he kept it real about Puff. He kept it real about the freak offs. Did y'all see that? He kept it real about the freak offs. He attended the freak offs. And he kept it real. He said, listen, I ain't seen nobody get drugged. He said I saw everybody putting shit up their nose. And I saw everybody doing the nasty. Okay. I'm not trying to be too graphic on here. But that man kept it real. Like, you know what I mean? So where's the sex trafficking? Yeah, Chopper told the truth, man. He told the whole truth, man. You know what I mean? Go check out Chopper. It's on the Art of Dialogue. He's on the Art of Dialogue. Yeah, he put a lot of information out there. You know what I'm saying? And I like that young brother. I like how he carries himself, man. Um, but he let it be known what was going on at them freak offs, man. Wasn't nobody there against their own will. You dig? And we already knew that. We already know what goes on. So yeah, man. Hopefully, Puff can get justice. Let me just say that. Hopefully, Puff can get justice. Whatever he did, cool. But all this extra making documentaries, making him look like the devil, I don't like that, though. I don't like that. I can't co-sign it. I can't rock with that. But look, let me go. Appreciate y'all. Boom. I'm out of here. Thank you.